It's not frozen, it's only me messing about. Welcome to Live at 5. This week we're going to be reviewing last week's winners. We're going to go to the NPL review, the movers and the groovers, talking about the national knockouts, bigger guarantees because you guys are turning out in force, so they're having to raise the guarantees. We're going to talk about opting in, the playoffs and the prizes, and also the winter Goliath. But we are mainly here because of this. Yes, indeed. The sponsorship coming up, the big prizes, the top 100 getting in the National Poker League, all playing off. Evening, Danny, and good evening, everybody who's going to be watching in the next few minutes. But the update starts with the last weekend. Fantastic turnout yet again. The £110 and the £50,000 deep stack collected a whopping £63,000. Well done to one and all. And well done to name I've not mentioned for quite a while, Mr. Michael Copley. I'm not too sure how he's come up with his screen name, Mr. That's how it's spelled. But well done to you. Just over £10,000. Zero to Hero is in second place, and was in second, and whoever Zero to Hero is the only person in the top 30 not to have opted in, so we can't use your name. So if you're not opted in for next week and you win a comp, I'm not even going to mention Zero to Hero. So this is your one and only chance. One and only, Zero to Hero, opt in. We're not do anything with your name. We're just going to use it on Live at 5, use it in the videos, and get your name and a shout out like we've done. Ben's got involved, Ben Teague's got involved. So please, just the one. I think it's a great addition. Must admit. Well done to everybody for opting in so far, because you have got all the names there, apart from one person in the top 30. Back to the results from last week: 31,000 collected in the 55-pounder, the £20,000 national deep stack, and Mr. Mark Dyson, a blast from the past. He's got himself a GUKPT. In the past, Mr. Mark Dyson, a cracking player himself. Well done to him for his win on the Niger Mystery. His name is Smell It First, and it's some great names around. Smell It First. Obs Jam was second. Yo Ya Ya You was in third, and I'm a good Reg in fourth. I've not seen the name of Jamie Nixon just yet in the top 10, but Andy Hills got himself in there last week in the £20,000 deep stack. So well done to him. Well done to him. Evening, Ross, Mr. Gaff. I'm just going to quickly go off beat here, because Ross Gaff put a picture on social media of his having his hair grown. Doesn't mean he can't buy a razor. That's all I'm saying. That's all I am saying. So the league looks like this, as we can see on the league. Ben T is still top of the leaderboard. He is going 119.95. Chris Johnson, I believe so far, is the man who will be top of the tree come the end of the National Poker League. I think he's got the game, Mr. Macapack himself. But as you can see there, all the names are there. Mr. Mark Burns, Kenan Nikolai, Mark Dyson, Dan Knight, plenty of names on there. So everybody has got the names on there, so we can use them. We can give you a shout out, and we can keep you in. But a couple of movers on that leaderboard. Mark Burns has closed the gap. Nikolai, who was in fifth, he was third in the deep stack. Mark Dyson obviously won it. Fourth in the deep stack was Jack Oliver, another young kid, Mr. Jack Oliver, who does well. He's got himself up in the top 10 and going along very nicely indeed. And I think I think I'm right in saying, for the first time in a long time, the man that they call trader number one is not in the top 10, Mr. John Bousfield. And I know I spoke to him, and he said he wasn't chasing it as much as he was last year. He's still in the top 20, so he's still got plenty of chances. But at the moment, John is he's in 18th. So it's all to play for, and the numbers have been superb. And as talking of numbers that have been superb, this weekend, it is the National Knockout Weekend. It's there's some great comps, and yet again, the lowest buying of 11 quid. 11. I did say they'd be using them more for the NPL points, and they are doing. This weekend, the 11 pounder is 8,000 starting stack. It's on a 10-minute clock. The late reg is until 9:15, and it starts at 7 o'clock tonight. So make sure you are in the 11 pounder. We then go to the Saturday, which is tomorrow, the 55 pound buying. 8,000 starting stack again on a 12-minute clock. So just because I don't get as many chips, the clock's longer. Late reg is until 9:45. That's a 25k guarantee. And then the big one on the Sunday, 110 pounder. It is £50,000 guarantee, 10,000 starting stack on a 12-minute clock. And yet again, late reg is until 9:45. Make sure you get yourself into the knockout weekend. Evening, everybody who's in there. No, there you go. Gary Fitzpatrick, greetings from Dublin. Oh, please. Hey, hope you're well. Shout out to Andy and the stream crew. Be safe and stay positive. Hopefully the live poker gets back to Gary. Fantastic message. And yes, live at this moment in time is still a no-no. But as soon as we can swim that Irish Sea, we'll be over. The rucksack will be on. And all the equipment will be in the back. And as soon as we can, like you say, Gary, fantastic message. Because these guys, we still miss them. I never get a message. I never get a message from these guys saying, miss you. But I do. We do miss them. And Jay as well sent in a nice text last week. He said, miss you guys. And we do. We do miss them. I tell you what, we do miss them. And we, as soon as humanly possible, we will be back for live streaming, and the best team in the land will be back on your doorstep very, very soon. Back to the NPL. Don't forget to opt in. You go to the mission section of the website, and it's a great big red thing. It says opt in. That's the only one we need to use for opting in. But I'm so pleased that there's only one person in the top 30 that hasn't done it so far. So well done to you guys. Finally, for today, quickly mention Katie Swift. Quickly mention Katie Swift in a ladies' game, which seems to get bigger and bigger and bitter. So well done to Katie. Lenny, we will be going Preston North End, which reminds me, I'm going to be doing a Towers Treble on Grosvenor Poker, on Grosvenor Sport this weekend, so watch out for that. I'll be a little bit later. But finally, 4 live at 5. The first ever Winter Goliath is coming next weekend. No, unfortunately, there's no Joker's Wild. No, there's no singing. No, unfortunately, we won't be dressing up and looking like a plonker. But the Winter Goliath, it will be upon us from the 13th. And there are satellites galore. And the satellites for the 100-pounders and the 55-pounders, so the satellites running all the time. But there are so many satellites for the Winter the Goliath that is on next week. Make sure you place £100,000, £110 entry. It's amazing. It's next weekend. It will be an absolute corker. And you never know, the lad might be joining. If they can afford me, might be joining Jamie Nixon. Oh, wait a minute. Hiya, Tom. Yeah, £3.75. Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, get me in. Get me in. I'm on. We'll be on. We'll be doing the. My name will joining the comms for Jamie Nixon and the Goliath. Who doesn't miss the Goliath? Who doesn't miss Goliath? Whether it's on live in 2021, we still don't know. But next week, it is the massive £100,000 guarantee 2-day event starting at 4 p.m. on the Saturday. It's going to be an absolute corker. That is just about it for this weekend. Good evening, everybody in the chat box. Hope you're all safe. Hope everybody is well. Make sure you play the knockout weekend, and we will be back next Friday, live at 5, with more updates and a reminder that it's the Goliath on its way. From the tower at this moment in time, ta-ta.